Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the intricate lives and captivating stories of the British royal family. Today, we turn our attention to a particularly sensitive and challenging matter involving two much-loved members of the royal household, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. These sisters, often regarded as symbols of modern royalty, have unexpectedly found themselves in an uncomfortable spotlight. The intense public scrutiny once focused on their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, now appears to be extending toward them. Before we dive deeper into this topic, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support truly helps us continue bringing you thoughtful insights into the world of royalty. For many months, the Duke and Duchess of York, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, have remained a constant presence in the headlines, and not always for positive reasons. Their past scandals, along with some truly astonishing and questionable activities, were laid bare in vivid detail within historian Andrew Lone's revealing book, titled ***. This publication opened a Pandora's box, exposing decades of controversial decisions and associations that have unfortunately cast a long shadow over the royal family. It wasn't merely a retelling of old gossip. Lone's meticulous research uncovered a pattern of behavior, financial dealings, and personal connections that revealed a couple living far beyond their means and often testing the limits of propriety. The audacity of some of these revelations, from lavish spending habits to dubious business ventures, shocked the public and reignited questions about the accountability of royals who were not directly funded by taxpayers. Following the book's release, additional disclosures have only deepened the controversy, further damaging the reputation of the York family. This ongoing narrative has understandably caused significant embarrassment within the wider royal household, creating an atmosphere of discomfort and renewed scrutiny of its members' conduct. King Charles III, in particular, is known to favor a streamlined monarchy focused on merit and public service. The continuing controversies surrounding his brother and his brother's former wife directly challenge that vision, placing the institution in a defensive position. Within this turbulent climate, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, through no fault of their own, are navigating an increasingly complex public image, with their lives and choices being reassessed through the shadow of their parents' actions. Yet, in a touching show of familial support, reports suggest that the sisters are quietly receiving invaluable assistance from none other than Princess Catherine and Prince William. Sources close to the royal family indicate that the Prince and Princess of Wales understand the difficult position Beatrice and Eugenie are in, recognizing them as innocent bystanders in a saga largely shaped by their parents. This discreet support offers a measure of comfort amid the turmoil, underscoring the deep familial bonds that often hold the royal family together despite public criticism. Moreover, this support carries a subtle but powerful message, both to the public and within royal circles, affirming that Beatrice and Eugenie are valued members of the family, distinct from the controversies surrounding their parents. It reflects William and Catherine's keen understanding of the delicate balance between empathy and public perception, recognizing that distancing the princesses any further would only lead to additional negative headlines and internal discord. Royal insiders have been quick to emphasize the admirable personal qualities of the sisters themselves. They are often described as intelligent, gracious women who devote much of their attention to their families, especially their young children. Princess Beatrice, with her professional pursuits in finance and technology, and Princess Eugenie, who has built a respected career in the art world, have each followed independent paths, seemingly intent on establishing their own identities outside the full glare of royal life. This portrayal suggests two women striving for normalcy and stability in their private lives, far removed from the turbulence surrounding their parents. Yet, despite these commendable qualities, there remains an uncomfortable reality that has increasingly attracted public attention. Their privileged upbringing, deeply rooted in comfort and excess, has been marked by a certain level of entitlement, not unlike that of their parents. This is where the story grows more complex. and, for many, harder to reconcile. It is widely accepted that Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson provided their daughters with an exceptionally indulgent lifestyle, one largely free from the expectations and duties traditionally associated with royal service. Unlike their cousins Zara Tindall and Peter Phillips, who have built careers independent of royal funding and visibility, Beatrice and Eugenie's early adult lives were often viewed as being supported by the prestige of their royal lineage, despite not holding official working titles. This unconventional approach to parenting, offering immense privilege without corresponding responsibility, is now seen by many as central to understanding certain aspects of their perspectives and sense of accountability. Reports, including those published by the Daily Mail, have revealed the scale of this luxurious upbringing. The York family frequently embarked on lavish global holidays, introducing their daughters to a world of extravagance that included private jets and the most exclusive resorts. More controversially, these reports allege that Prince Andrew and the Duchess of York exposed their daughters to a circle of questionable acquaintances. This particular detail has drawn significant attention, prompting debate over the judgment exercised in shaping the young princess's social environment. In an age where public figures are expected to uphold the highest standards, even indirect associations with individuals of dubious reputation can have lasting effects on one's image and credibility. It has long been acknowledged, even by Prince Andrew himself, that his daughters were never intended to serve as full-time working royals. That decision was made years ago as part of the monarchy's modernization and reduction in active members. Nevertheless, Beatrice and Eugenie have undeniably benefited from their royal status in numerous ways, using their heritage to access opportunities unavailable to most. This privilege has extended to exclusive social circles, prestigious events, and professional prospects that were, at least in part, influenced by their royal background, even though they were not financed by the sovereign grant. A candid insider once summarized this reality, stating, "Andrew introduced them to many of his business connections and foreign royals. Both he and Fergie befriended some questionable people." This comment reinforces the perception that the York family operated within a social sphere where the line between personal and professional relationships often blurred, sometimes involving dubious individuals. The same source vividly depicted the sisters' early years, noting that Beatrice and Eugenie grew up in a rarefied world where there was always someone to handle everything for them. This depiction paints a picture of an upbringing where practical matters and daily responsibilities were largely handled by others, fostering dependence and perhaps a degree of separation from the realities most people experience. Imagine never having to think about booking a flight, balancing a household budget, or even performing simple chores such as cooking or cleaning. While undeniably comfortable, such a lifestyle inevitably shapes one's understanding of independence and the true value of effort. The extent of this privilege was perhaps most clearly illustrated by an incident in 2009 involving Princess Beatrice, whose BMW was stolen after she had left it unlocked, with the keys still in the ignition. Though seemingly minor, this episode became, in the public eye, a potent symbol, highlighting a disconnection from everyday caution and an over-reliance on the constant security presence surrounding members of the royal family. It suggested that even the most basic precautions, such as locking one's car, had become an afterthought. Though trivial on the surface, the story resonated widely, reflecting the public's expectation that those in positions of privilege should still display a sense of responsibility and awareness. It became emblematic of a mindset in which the usual rules of personal safety and accountability did not seem to apply. While there is currently no indication that Princess Beatrice or Princess Eugenie intend to assume formal royal roles with official duties, their inherited privilege is now under sharper public observation than ever before. This intensified scrutiny comes amid the ongoing controversies surrounding their parents, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. These repeated scandals have not only darkened the York family's reputation, but also unsettled the wider royal household, prompting renewed debate over responsibility, behavior, and the very nature of royalty in the 21st century. Through no fault of their own, the sisters have become entwined in this difficult narrative, facing a modern audience that demands transparency and integrity from all members of the royal lineage, working or otherwise. In today's era of instant news and pervasive social media, even non-working royals cannot escape the microscope of public judgment. Every past action, every trace of privilege, is constantly weighed against contemporary expectations of service, humility, and accountability. Ultimately, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie find themselves in an exceptionally delicate position, maneuvering through the complex maze of public perception. They stand at the intersection of admirable personal character and the enduring shadow of their parents' missteps, shaped, too, by the misunderstood privilege that has defined much of their lives. Their situation invites reflection on the nature of royal existence, the inherited burdens, the privileges that both elevate and constrain, and the ever-watchful gaze of the public that seldom blinks. What are your thoughts on this evolving story? Should the daughters be held accountable for the choices of their parents, or does their upbringing warrant understanding on its own terms? We'd love to hear your views in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more royal insights, and tap the notification bell so you never miss our next exploration into the remarkable world of monarchy. Thank you for watching.